Webmania.
Hello viewers, welcome to Webmania Bootstrap 3 14th tutorial. In this tutorial, we will learn Bootstrap list groups. Let's understand list groups with example. First, we create list group which look like this. We want to achieve this layout by using list groups classes. So let's go to our editor to do some practical work. So it's our editor, and here you see inside container we have a row class, and inside row class we used unordered list, and inside unordered list we have three list items which are home, about and content. Two steps are required to convert this ordered list into list groups. The first step is to add the class of list group. Here is list group, and the second step is to add the class of list group items in list items. So here I'm going to use the class. Here I'm going to use the class of list group item. Paste it here. Paste it here. Let's save this. And let's go to our browser to see how this list group is now showing. So let's go to our browser. So it's our browser. Our browser is now looking blank, and when I reload the page, we can see list groups here. Here you can see we achieved that layout. But the problem is that these list groups are spanning across 12 columns. If you want to decrease the spanning, you have to use the grid classes. So let's go to our editor and use the grid classes to minimize the size. It's our editor. Here we simply use the class, and I'm giving him grid class column 3. The question raised in your mind is why I give call lg3 class to this. Because I want my list group to span across only 3 columns. So let's save it, and let's go to our browser back to see how it look like now. It's our browser. Now you see it's spanning across 12 columns complete, and when we reload the page you can see the size is minimized. Here you see it only looks 3 columns spanning across 3 columns. So here we achieve the layout very easily. So we achieved this layout. Here is the required HTML for that. So we achieve it. Now we have to create a list group with hyperlinks. So let's go back to our editor and do some work. So it's our editor, and now we want list group with hyperlinks. For this we have to do two things. The first is, instead of using unordered list, we use div element, and instead of using list item we use anchor element. Because we want, when we click on the link, it redirected to the source, to the link which I put in anchor element. So let's do. So we remove this, and now we use div element instead of unordered list. We use div element with class list group, and inside div element we want anchor elements. So I give a ref. Here is home. So here I give about, and then a contact. So here I give him the class of https google.com. So I want, when I click on home, a our page is redirected to Google. And here we use the class of list group item. I copied the class and I'm going to paste it to the other elements here. Let's save this and go back to our browser and see how it look like now. So it's our browser, and when I reload the page, you can see the difference. So when I hover the mouse on our list group panel, you can see it shows a hand symbol. Here you can see it shows a hand symbol, which means that our image, our list item anchor element has to be clicked. So when I click on this, it redirect to Google page. Here you can see when I click on this, it redirect to Google main page. So let's go back. Here is the required HTML for that. So if we want to style this list group, item, we have some classes which are used for the styling and designing of list group items. So let's go and see these classes. Here is the table of classes used for styling list group items. Here you can see we have classes list group item danger, list group item info, list group item success, and list group item warning. These classes are used for styling our list group items. So if we want this layout to achieve, we use danger class, info class, success class, and warning class. For achieving this layout, here is the required HTML for that. Here you see inside a container we have a row class, and inside row class we have unordered list, and inside unordered list we use list group class, and inside list group class we have list items, and inside list item we use list group item and then use their style sheet. Their style class, which is list group item danger, and when we use danger class it turned into red. And similar to other elements, list group item info, list group item success, and list group item warning. So let's go to our editor to do it. I copied the same code and here I'm going to paste it. So it's our editor, and now I'm going to paste the code here. And when I paste, you can see inside our row class we have unordered list, which contains class of list group, and inside this we have styling classes danger, info, success, and warning. So let's go to our browser and see how they look like in browser. It's our browser, and when we reload the page you can see the styling. Here you can see the text is turned into danger, styling, info, success, and warning. Now we'll learn how to highlight and disable list group items. For this, we use active class to highlight and disable class to disable the list group items. So let's go back to our editor to do it practically. So it's our editor, and I paste the code here. Here you can see inside the container we have a row class, and inside the row we have unordered list containing class of list group, and these are list group items. And on first list group item is active class, and I use the class of active, and the second one is disabled class, and I use the class of disabled, and the third one is simple item text, so it's contact. So let's save this and go to our browser to see how it look like. The browser, when I reload the page, you can see the difference. Here it's our active class, and the second one is our disabled class. Notice when I hover the mouse on disabled class, it shows the symbol of stop here, which means that it's not able to be changed or it's not able to be clicked. So these are active classes and these are disabled classes. In our next video tutorial, we will learn about table classes in Bootstrap in details. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned. Have a good day.